I believe I'd go into the Gossifleur first. Beedrill, if this is the last card in your hand. I don't think I play a Manaphy. That's not great. Okay, so Trekking Shoes. There's a Turtwig. No. Actually, I can do the thing this turn. So let's do Air Balloon. Get rid of Gardenia. Quick Ball for a Leafeon V. Is this deck actually good? How do I activate this? Do I just throw it into play? There you go. So we got double try. Okay, I mean, things are happening. Turffield, no. I don't really have a way to beat Regieleki, but the fact that, okay, no, let's just get some things out of here. I got the Turffield for next turn. I'm going to Greening Cells to a Turtwig. I believe I just attacked with Turtwig this game. Is this deck actually good? We're gonna find out. This is... do I put Aromatic Energy? No. I didn't tack anything for the Reggie matchup. I literally just went straight for a deck that works. I didn't do any sort of interesting things. It was literally just, can I build a deck that works? That was the whole plan. I do kind of wish I hadn't gotten rid of Gardenia. I just got so excited for being able to put the Beedrill down. Oh, they're down 2 Ordinary Rod. I was just so excited for being able to put the Beedrill down that I didn't think about the long-term game here. A Gardenia would be great. Maybe I should have put the energy on the Lilligant. But maybe they won't be able to do anything. But back to battle styles. There are 2 cards worth more than $30. The Tyranitar and the Urshifu VMAX alternate. That's it. So there's 2 cards worth more than $30. Who needs good, gameplay choices when you can just top deck everything you need? Okay, so I go Turffield directly into the Lilligant V-Star. Or I think I'd go into Lilligant V-Star. And just have some fun there. And then Star Perfume, thin out, all the things. Let's go 1, 2, 3. I can get Grotle. I can get Eldegoss. Oh, geez. Oh, it's only 5? Okay, well then just Eldegoss. I got Grotle. I got 2 energy. We got all the things out of the deck. Because I can Eldegoss for all my energy. I can Grotle for all my Pokemon. I don't have a V-Star power. That's fine. This deck works so well. Apparently. This is surprising to me. I think I'll just go get a Torterra. I'll have a Torterra set up. I will have all the things. Let's do Cotton Lift. Go get more energy. Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, do I just attack with the Beedrill? Because I know I don't have to do anything too crazy to win this game. So let's do Leafeon V-Star there. I can use Gardenia to attach to the Beedrill. I have another Gardenia for next turn. Oh, this is hilarious. So let's split the energies there. I do have some liabilities on my bench, but this is so much fun. Just being able to Sharp Sting, take a knockout. I'd like an energy, please. I'll take an experience share. And Godspeed you. The best advice is get a full playset of every card from Celebrations. And then just get 125 unopened packs on PTCGO, and then when you get your 12,000 crystals, spend those crystals on Celebrations packs. But obviously, Celebrations is a little bit tough to get on PTCGO, I would assume, just because it has so much value on live, or because people are opening. I don't know. I'm not exactly clued in to PTCGO right now. And my opponent is down 3 Ordinary Rod. So that is not a good spot for them to be in. And if they can't use bosses or anything on one of my 2 prizers, I should be fine. Because I'm going to have Torterra. Torterra has 190 hit points. That's not an easy number for them to get. It's kind of hard to get celebrations. That's what I would imagine, just because everyone's opening it. It's a special set. You can't use your coins on it. You do have to spend, you know, a lot to get it, because special sets you can't just buy on PTCGO. You can buy them on TCG Live, which is another benefit. It's just the game needs more work. The game needs more work. All right, as long as they don't find a boss's orders, I win this game. Unfortunately, they haven't had to research. What is... Oh, geez. Did the game... Okay. That's really weird that the energy is just shining like that. But I guess this means they don't have it? Or they think that, oh... if I put 130 hit point Pokemon up front, they can't knock it out with Beedrill. Well, the joke is on you. Alright, so let's thin out as much as I can from the deck. Let's go get a Turtwig and I guess another Torterra. Though I guess they're probably not going to play Marnie at any point, so I don't really have to worry about, oh no, they're going to Marnie me. Let's do Cotton Lift. There's no more Grass Energy. I don't have an Ordinary Rod. That might be a good card to have at some point. Let's attach the energy, go into Torterra, Turffield. Marnie's coming up. They don't play Marnie. Even if they do, I'll just leave the Grotle. Okay, so Leaf Guard is good. Parallel Spin. Who do I want to give the experience share to? Because I still need an energy. So let's do experience share. I kinda messed up. Evo Press for 300 damage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's a Grass Energy, so I have the experience share on the Leafeon. If they put any 120 hit point Pokemon in the active, I attack with Beedrill, and then I can attach to the Grotle with Torterra. I'm set up there. So eventually they do have to put up 120 hit point Pokemon, because this Beedrill, I actually want it to get knocked out. I kind of went for the funny play again, you know, 2 turns in a row. Shouldn't have done that, but I went for the funny play, and I guess we'll see what happens. But I'm really liking just how Lilligant just fixes everything. Lilligant just makes this deck so much more consistent, because you just go get 5 energy, 5 Pokemon, Grotle draws everything you need. You have the Beedrill and the Empoleon to guarantee a stage 2 every turn, so you don't have to worry about, oh, Pokemon just got knocked out, I have to, you know, replace that with another basic. The only issue here is obviously Pokemon with 330 hit points. Because I don't know if I play a Choice Belt. Like, again, I slapped this together and apparently it works. Especially when your opponent just gets nothing. I think the only way they can take a knockout is with the Regigigas. Oh no, they have to do it with the Regidrago. And they do have it. Okay, that's unfortunate, but... yeah, so they'll take a knockout with the Regidrago. I always say Regi. They'll take a knockout with the Dragon Regi. I will have to attack with my Torterra again, but that's fine because they're all weak Pokemon. The Leafeon... that's interesting. Are your last 2 cards Boss, Scoop Up Net or something? What am I missing here? Did they misclick? What's going on? Something fishy's happening. There's their final Ordinary Rod. Okay. If you're feeling confident, then now's the time to get to use that. Okay, that's strange. Are they gonna try and boss trap somebody? I think I evolve this Torterra. I think I attach the energy. I just Evo Press for another 300. I find that to be an interesting strategy by my opponent. Oh yeah, I prized a ton of grass energy. I was thinking, like, did I only put 6 grass energy in this deck? No, there's so much more. I just prized a ton of it. So when you have a crazy turn 1 like I did, this deck actually works. Especially when your opponent can't boss your 2 prizers. But I just think Lilligant and Gardenia really make this deck sing. It's just against VMAX decks, you're not doing a whole lot. You're bringing up the Eldegoss. Is taking a prize really that important? I don't think it is, right? Because what's the benefit to knocking out my Eldegoss when you're sending up 120 hit point Pokemon? Or are they just so afraid about the experience share play that they're not going after my Leafeon? Okay, well maybe I don't need 2 experience share. So let's just get a Turtwig down. I'll use Sharp Sting, take a knockout. And yeah, Godspeed you. You want to have 4 copies of every card from Celebrations. And I must have prized like half my energy. So have no more than 4, get 4. That just means as soon as you open your first Celebrations pack on TCG Live, you'll be getting credits. So instead of having to open, let's say 10 to get 4 copies of most of the cards from Celebrations, you're starting from your first pack, you're going to get a minimum 425 credits. So basically every 2 packs you open, you're guaranteed to have enough credits for a V. And then it's like 2.5 packs of Celebrations equals a V-Star. And Bunon, it was the Terra Spark one, so it was 120 and then 40 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's a 120 base and then it spreads 40 to 2. They're going with the Gigas. So they have a nothing hand. They can retreat the Gigas and go into the Dragon's Horde one. But they have no Ordinary Rod left. And it's not like Brock's Grit exists. Brock's Grit does not exist anymore. Is there anything else that can get, like, reliably? I'm not talking old PC and Silene and stuff. I don't think there's anything besides Ordinary Rod. Alright, so the Beedrill's going down. I am losing that energy. Maybe I should have put the experience share down. But they're in a no-win situation. Because it's literally impossible for them to win. Like, there's literally no way they can win this game. Unless they have a Pokemon in there that can... Unless they have a Reggie V Union or something, they can't win this game. I will even hold the energy in my hand just in case. So let's do 250 with Evo Press. I have 1 prize left. There's nothing you can do, Vortex Dragon. That is game. The only thing you can try and do is trap somebody, but that's why I've held on to my energy. How much? What's the retreat cost? Uh-oh, the Grotle has a 3 retreat cost. That could be bad. Because I think I have a Torterra. Oh, I don't have a Torterra in the discard. Okay, so I'm fine. I can just go get a Torterra from the deck. I can knock out if they try to trap the Torterra or the Grotle. And there we go. That's just an easy victory for the crazy Torterra grass deck. Gardenia is a great card when you don't have to rely on it too much. And you top deck it. That's also a good thing. When you top deck Gardenia, it's a great card. Alright, so Gigaton break. You know what? Let's take the knockout with Torterra. I'm not gonna mess around with the Leafeon. Actually, how much damage I'm doing? I'm doing 200. I'm gonna do 200, so that's fine. Totally fine. Math is my strong suit, if you couldn't tell. And boom. That's day, and I prize the Shaymin V. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Alright, this is not a Pogger starting hand here. It does look like I'm playing against a dark deck, though. That is encouraging. Okay, so we got Quick Ball, we got Ultra Ball. What do I go for here? So if I Quick Ball away that, oh, jeez. Are you kidding me right now? No way. I prized both of my Gossifleur. That is exactly what I was going to go get in this situation. Alrighty. So we're just going to try and stall with Leafeon VSTAR for a little bit. Actually, Grotle has a Razor Leaf. This is not a good start. This is not a good start. Yeah, we're just gonna put that on the Leafeon and hope for the best. So if I'd known that my Gossifleurs were prized, I would not have discarded that energy and I would have just gone hard on the Ordinary Rod. Or the grass energy. I would have just attacked with Leafeon VSTAR. I didn't think I'd prize both of my Gossifleur in the exact perfect situation. Yeah, there should be a format where you play with your prize cards face up. That would be so much better. That'd be so much better. And Love My Cap, yeah, it was banned. Lucario VSTAR was banned for I think the entirety of Brilliant Stars, or whenever it came out, because I think it was a promo box. So it was like the entirety of Brilliant Stars or whenever it came out. So it was like 2 months it was banned. They never explained why. I guess it just didn't work. You couldn't even craft it. And I'm regretting not putting that air balloon down, but I kind of wanted to bait a Marnie if I could, and my plan worked. So, kind of a genius. And we got a Leafeon VSTAR, but I don't actually want it. Actually, I kind of do. Gengar's weak to fighting, which is unfortunate. So if I put the Leafeon into play and Quick Ball away the Trekking Shoes, I can put the Beedrill down and draw 3 cards. So I think that's better than doing anything else, but I have to hope that the Leafeon is pretty good. Which isn't, you know, the most obvious thing. They did ditch their Avery, which is wonderful, because Avery is like the main weakness of the deck, other than the obvious fact that it's got like 25 Pokemon. But yeah, Lucario VSTAR, never actually played it. I say it's better than Decidueye VSTAR, but I've never actually used it. There should be a format where you play with your opponent's active Pokemon face up. I've played more than a few games, especially on mobile, where cards just don't even load properly. So it's just the back of the cards. Which is crazy in its own right. Okay, so there's a Radiant Greninja. I do play, I think, Rose Tower and Turffield. Alright, so they are struggling. There's a Capture Energy. That is a busted top deck. I think I risked it to get the biscuit. So I'll put the Capture Energy down. So let's go Turtwig. So I'm going to quick ball away the Trekking Shoes. Go get a... I mean, I think I have to go for another Turtwig. And then the last bench spot, if I'm lucky, will be the Cinccino. Alright, so Beedrill goes into play. Busted. The question is, do I save it for next turn? I don't think I do. I think I need to try and get an Air Balloon. There's all my energy. Alright, so we got that. They will need quite a few things. I don't think it's possible for them to knock out my Leafeon V-STAR this turn, actually. I don't think it's possible. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think it's possible. Because I'm taking 30 less damage. Gengar does, I think, 250 for 3 energy. With the Choice Belt's 280, so I think they can do 250. As long as they're not playing a Zigzagoon, I should be okay. And mate, whichever way you want to spell it is fine. Capitals doesn't matter. You are entered. And remember that subscribers get 4 times the luck. I might lower that to 3 times the luck, depending how many subscribers end up winning. Ooh. They have 1 attacker on the field. And the Air Balloon is on the Moltres. So that's pretty good. They have jammed up their bench. They need quite a bit. But again, like I said, I don't think they can knock out the Leafeon V-STAR this turn, even if they get everything. Oh, that's just mean. Okay, let's ditch the... If I ditch the Beedrill, that's my free retreater. That's fine. That's fine. So I hope they know that they can attack. So they probably have a switch or something in their hand. I can knock out a Crobat. So let's Capture Energy this guy. I was thinking of adding a Crobat V and VMAX to the deck, just because it kind of seems like you'd want that. Alright, so let's quick ball away the water energy. Go get... I don't really need another Turtwig. I have Raihan, I have Ordinary Rod. I could go for the Shaymin. The problem is that the Shaymin is in the prizes. The Shaymin V-STAR is in the prizes, and that could literally be my last prize card. So let's go boom. I think I... Ivy Star a Crobat? Because they could always attack with the Crobat. And I'd prefer them not to do that. So Leaf Guard. And this is why Leafeon's in the deck. This is why I think Leafeon deserves to be in the deck. You saw what it did turn 1, accelerating the energy, and you just saw what it did being able to boss up anything. There's a Raihan. That would be great if I had a decent hand. So it looks like I'm gonna have to sacrifice somebody. I could use I could use Razor Leaf for 10. I could hit for 10, but I guess I just ditch the Gossifleur. So I send up the Turtwig, retreat the Turtwig into the Gossifleur. And then all I have to do to win is knock out that Gengar. And as long as they don't Avery me, I should be okay. Because they're down both of their Avery. I wouldn't assume they're playing more than 2 Avery. So I'll sacrifice the Gossifleur. There's a busted Turffield. Okay, so I have the Grotle gang. So let's just start going crazy with Grotle. Get them all out of the deck. I don't want to evolve the active though, because that would be bad. So just get all the Grotle out. Spread the energy around. I think I do Raihan this turn. Because by Raihaning this turn, I can guarantee, you know, basically whatever I want for the following turn. The problem is that I don't know if I can knock out... I don't know if I can knock out that Gengar. So there's an Empoleon. I guess I go for Cynthia's Ambition. I think I go for a Cynthia's Ambition. So Gossifleur goes down. I attach the energy there. I Raihan the other one to that one. I go get a Cynthia's Ambition because they're 100% taking a knockout on somebody, and I can thin my hand completely down to 0. And I don't think there's anything they can do to stop me from winning, because I'll be able to get my bosses. I have a bosses somewhere in the deck. I can use Ambition for the full 8 and do 280 damage to this Gengar. If I get the perfect hand, I should be able to manufacture like an... Oh, they can have boss all they want. They can cross switcher and boss all they want. I only need 2 Torterra to win. I don't need a whole lot to win this game. They are in the tricky position. If I was to tell you my win probability, I'd say I have a 70 to 75% chance of winning this game right now. And I don't need Turffield. The only reason you need Turffield is to get that first Grotle. After you get the first Grotle, everything flows together so smoothly. And we know that I have Eldegoss in the deck, so that's not a big deal. The Torterra deck, it is good, but I always feel like, oh, I have this line right now and I wish I had the other one. Then another game will be like, I wish I had that other line. It's just one of those decks where the perfect list does not exist, and making a certain alteration just completely ruins it. So, you know, with something like Arceus or Palkia or Mew, you can make these minor changes and it doesn't really impact it. It just helps shore up certain things. But if you make a bunch of changes with this deck, you're kind of in trouble. So the Empoleon could come into play here. I'm going to do 280 to that Gengar. Assuming I can just thin out everything. That is unfortunate. Alright, so Torterra. Boom, boom. Let's do Choice Belt on the active. Let's thin out an Eldegoss. Probably the one with the energy. Yeah, I already have that one evolved. Alright, so actually I'm not doing 280. Oh, that was unfortunate. Okay, so Trekking Shoes. Rose Tower would I like to discard? I believe that's a yes. Shaymin would I like to discard? If I put the Shaymin down... That's 170. I think no. I think I put the Shaymin down. Hope for the best. Plan for the worst. Alright, so retreat, boom. I don't need that Torterra. I would like some sort of way to do some things. Alright, so Air Balloon. Air Balloon's kind of not important. I think I can just but I have the I have the energy with Training Tort. Okay, so Trekking Shoes. I think I use Trekking Shoes. Go get the Empoleon. Would I like to discard? Yes. Here we go. That is my game-winning card there. Let's get a grass energy back. Or do I go for the water energy and say I can thin my hand down and just destroy you next turn? No, I go for the grass because I don't have win yet. I don't have win yet. 230. Evo Press. And do you want to pronounce Percival or Parasval? Because when I see that, I think Ready Player One. I think Percival. But I'm doing okay. How are you? Only had to restart about 5 times today. So I know I have an attack with Torterra next turn. If they just try to run and hide, then that's fine. I can just boss it back up. I have Torterra in the deck. I can just Grotle for the Torterra. Only 5. Yeah, only 5. That doesn't include all of the times. That doesn't include all the times I had to cancel and restart. I meant like restarting the entire game. Restarting the entire game only happened 5 times. But canceling and re-queuing, that was like 15 to 20 times. So that was a lot. And Pharaoh, you need this deck list? Well, it's got Shaymin, it's got Leafeon, you got a whole bunch of things. I'll put it in the Discord.